What's up, what's up? We got that boy Kellz in the building, aka Yung Kellz, aka Lil Bag. We about to get this interview started in a couple minutes, couple seconds, however long it take. Bro, drop that Him Duncan 2. Wonder what day it is. Let's go. Video. For those of you who just tuned in, or you just tuned in for a treat, we got Yung Kellz in the building. And he just dropped the album. I'm gonna wait until we start talking before I start, giving up too much information. But big shout out to you for being tuned in. And hey, welcome to the show, Kellz, bro. What's up, man?
Thank you for having me. What's the deal with the Bohemian this morning, man? What's going on?
Oh man, got a rough start this morning. It was raining and it was cold, but we got slaps to deliver this morning, You just dropped this album. I had to be here pretty early. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. But what you got going on, bro? What's the word? How you doing this morning?
Man, shoot. I've been grinding, I feel like recently. Been doing a lot of stuff. Been doing a lot of music. Been just trying to stay busy with everything I'm doing right now, but this album's definitely kept me busy for at least this whole month. At least this past 30 days for sure.
Man, already dropped a couple of singles. Let's talk about the title of your album, bro. You just dropped it on the 15th. Just came up. You want me to introduce it, bro?
We got Him Duncan 2, man. The sequel to the highly anticipated sequel to the first Him Duncan. Him Duncan was probably one of my biggest projects ever when I first dropped it. So I always knew in the back of my head I would have to reassess it and bring it back somehow, some way, and that's what we did with Him Duncan 2. And with this one, I feel like the music is already solidified. I found the way I like to make music, so I know how to make the music. Now I've had to figure out a way to get the music to the masses. That's I figured out now between Him Duncan 1 and 2, the sound is there. If you hear the music, you hear it. Y'all played some of the singles. Y'all know how it's sounding. It's sounding how it's supposed to be. Now we just gotta get everyone to listen to it.
That's right, man. But yeah, Him Duncan 2. I really like a whole bunch of tracks on this one. I like All NBA First Team. And the track Fundraiser, I really like that one too. And then, man, there's a lot of bangers on here. But before we start talking about that, let us know a little bit about, how you came up, some of your influences, and the first time you kind of jumped in and was like, you know what, I want to make some slaps.
Well, I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas. Lived there until I was about 12. Moved to California. I've been staying in Monterey area, Marina, California. Being in Marina, we're out there. A lot of my homies make music. We always rapping, freestyling. We was doing stuff off laptop, stuff like that. We always used to make music. A lot of the homies out there, and it just naturally gravitated towards me. I'm not sure. I'm always was in band class. I always wanted to be part of choir, stuff like that. So it's like I always loved the music since a kid. So music is one of my biggest passions. So that's why at a young age I started making my own music. Once I got my first laptop, I just started going on GarageBand, pulling up beats, and just started freestyling and trying to figure it out how to do it. I don't really know how to do any of it, but I was definitely my first ever engineer.
Man, you gotta learn how to do a lot of stuff when you coming up and believing in yourself. Want to talk a little bit about some of the ups and downs of having to do everything and figure everything out.
At first, obviously, you could say what you want about the music, but it wasn't technically good, if you know what I mean. It didn't sound it's not that I'm saying what I was rapping about was bad, but like the way you hear it, it's not no studio quality stuff. You know, I'm rapping over like the Rock Band video game microphone, plugging it into my stuff. So it's like, with that being said, you know, when I was doing all that, it was very, very poor quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no high quality studio. I had Apple headphones and a plug-in mic. Like, you know, it wasn't nothing crazy.
I mean, but that was probably close to 10. How long you been making?
That was about 9 years ago. I dropped my first ever official project. Like, I ever dropped a project where you could say this is a Yung Kellz project. Probably the day I graduated from high school in 2015.
Long ways from there. Considering the music videos, the rollouts and everything. Before we jump into this first track, bro, you wanna talk a little bit about how you started rolling this out? It's kind of fun, bro.
Man, this one right here. When it comes to this album, I wanted to bring something to the table because with the Him Duncan, you know, it's all about greatness. It's all about being the best. It's all about being him. That's what the whole aura, the whole name, the whole everything is spun from. So when it comes to that, I just wanted to show people that I'm the MVP. And it's one of those things where every year there could be a different MVP. That's what I'm also trying to say too with this. You know, Him Duncan ain't the only one. You know, everyone could be the MVP. You know, there's a rookie of the year right now who's gonna be most improved next year, and then his time gonna come. So that's what this all was about. It's about being the best you could be and going out there and just winning championships. And I think that dropping a project like this was another championship.
Let's go. Well, without further ado, we're gonna take a musical break right here. This first track we're gonna get into is actually the first track on the album also. I think we're gonna make it through most of this album this morning, so that's something for the listeners to look forward to. This first track right here is called All NBA First Team. Let's get it.
90.5 KSJS. Man, he's a fucking no, come on, man. 90.5 KSJS. Whatever is so brave.
The runs got me in a chokehold, but the walk hit me with a DDT. I bought 20 sodas off her EBT, but now the whole team leaning. Yo gang popping fake perks, your whole team fiending. Tim Duncan back in 07. Yeah, I'm first Kellz. What you smoking on this? That joke's up ice cream. They getting driven, he just pulled up all black Nikes. Pulled up on that pussy like who I think she like me. That's an awful lot of agreement in the blunt. Bad pretty face, so I hit it from the front. We didn't put that dish down, man, that ain't real run. Bases loaded, you the type to get to go for a button. But me, I'm a grand slam. Play the game, Triple H, Brody pulling out the hammer. We just has it. They pull up smoking on some Bammer. Free almost to get locked up. No Quentin Jammer.
We'll go straight to the next one.
Campfire if you want, that's the next track.
Alright, and then we can talk about them both for sure. Once we get back.
90.5 KSJS.
Hey, this one kind of reminds me of Christmas, bro.
I'm glad that you said that.
Growing up, I always wanna be one.
I'm glad that nigga said that. You'll see shortly why.
One day, I'm a headline Madison Square Garden. Said you gon'
I told you I did a video at Christmas in the Park.
Oh yeah, okay. You dropped. Oh, you know.
New Jersey like you get too hard.
It's this one.
This is part of the thing, bro. I gotta get better at this. Don't like talking to me on the phone. So I could be like now playing. You know what I'm saying?
You could also edit it post.
I like making it easy.
Nobody feel it. I know it's a trap out of the think she a lady, and I don't even talk to this nigga unless she pay me. Growing up, I always want to be one of the hardest. Balling on these niggas in every city like James Harden. One day, I'm a head.
Shout out my boy. That boy finally slid through. It's been hell of years, nigga.
Yeah.
Homie got 6 P's in New Jersey like you Kenny Martin. Brody about to start a campfire with 60 sparking.
Flex.
Let's go. Yo, yeah, we just gave you 2 back-to-back slaps off of Kellz. Yung Kellz, my bad. I know him personally, so. We got Yung Kellz in the building. First 2 tracks off his brand new album, Him Duncan 2. I'll give you the names of them. That last track was Campfire, and the first track was called All NBA First Team. Keeping it theme related, right? You know?
Man.
All NBA First Team, Him Duncan. But you kind of answered this already, but we could touch on it again about some of the inspiration behind Him Duncan, how you came up with it.
Well, the inspiration for real was you see a lot of wordplay and a lot of like stuff like that. Like I got a lot of nicknames, like Fetty Guerrero, Musty Rhodes,
Lil Bag.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of names. Him Duncan, there's just a lot of names. I like to play with it and keep it fun, we still got Victor Himbenyama. We got Kellen DeGeneres. We got a ton of names, so I'm just trying to just make it fun. That's really the whole thing behind it was really too was me just having fun and making up stuff with the homies. We always make funny names and make jokes and stuff because if you listen to the content, it's not really the most heavy-hitting, heart-filled, deep, meaning message music, and I never wanted to make music like that because that never was stuff I like to talk about. Like nothing against the people who like to bring up those type of conversations, but that just always, to me, brings me down. I like to make people laugh and smile, have a good time. Like you could dance to my music and you hear a line, you're like, oh, what did he just say? And then the song's so short, you got to play it back and hear it again.
That answers a bunch of questions. Wow. So I think that's interesting. I didn't have this one written down or anything, but hearing it's about to be 2024, we have shorter attention spans.
Man.
And it's less common to see the 3-verse, 3-hook, bridge, 20-minute.
I was just in the studio with, shout out my boy All Around D. I was just in the studio with D, and the engineer was like, I like this song. You actually did 2 verses.
Right. Man, that's a trip. We're starting to hear more short songs, and that's tight that we got the explanation. Like, oh, okay, so you want us to run that back. That's why.
That's it's not like I said the intention necessarily, but when I'm in the studio and I'm rapping, I'm quick to change it. I'm quick to go to the next. I'm quick, we're done with this. We're on to the next. Even if we're not done with it, sometimes you get stagnant. Right. And sometimes the same beat, you're in the studio, you smoking, you drinking, stuff that gets repetitive very easily. And like you said, we have short attention spans as it is. So when I'm in the studio, I'm quick to say next one. I got tons of beats. I got tons of raps. Next one.
You want to talk about some of the recording process of Him Duncan 2?
Oh, yeah. With the recording process, a lot of this was recorded in North Hollywood. I was with my guys from Tier 1 Records. Shout out to my boy Damn That's Tight. Shout out to my boy EA. My guys really behind a lot of the mixing and mastering and recording of this album. Really, a lot of the process is we just get in the studio for long times, long sessions, 12-hour sessions. And obviously, we're not recording for 12 hours straight, but we in the studio for 12 hours. We lock in for a real solid 6 to 8 hours, like a work shift. We really lock in, and we're having a good time. Sometimes it feels like a party. Sometimes it feels like a sleepover, Sometimes it feels like we're really getting a lot done. And that's one thing I like about when I'm in the studio. I like the vibe has to be perfect for me personally. And I'm not afraid to go out of my comfort zone. A lot of people be afraid around people to go out their comfort zone. I'll try to do some other type of music in front of other people just to get people open. And then we go back to the normal stuff we do, and then people really start gassing stuff.
What was the first song you recorded and you knew, all right, this is going on the album?
For this?
Yeah, for Him Duncan 2.
I'm not sure when I started piecing together Him Duncan 2. Because I remember I dropped Mandalore first. And that one, I didn't even know I was going to drop that one, when it came out, we just did the video and did it was perfect the way we did it. But Mandalore was one, and then after that I just started recording. I was recording a bunch of content, just in general, just had a catalog of music. And I don't know when I started to like piece it together, but I do remember recording All NBA First Team. And that was one I for real remember that one as like, this gonna be a good one. This gonna be one for it sounds like the intro when I heard it, you know? That was probably like the one when I thought that was gonna be, we gonna put a collective together and do Him Duncan too.
How long would you say it took you to put this all together from that point until now?
When I would really say I really started solidifying the idea. I probably started solidifying the idea after I dropped early this year with my boy Famous Far. When we did our tape, I knew I had to come with my own solo one.
The Backyard Bandits?
Yeah, so I had to come with another one after that because that one was really good. We was going back and forth on a lot of those tracks, but we needed to show the world that we still could do this by ourselves too, you know, and like we got our own stuff going too, you know. Shout out to my boy Far, he's tier 1 as well. So we all got our own solo projects, and we all got to push those so we know that we just as good by ourselves as we are together. And so that's why with this one I knew I had to come with something hard because the Barnyard Bandits was so hard hitting, and it was just a little 6-tracker.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but you got a track titled Ricky Williams. I noticed that I noticed a common theme in a lot of the projects is sports.
Oh, for sure, sports. I'm a big sports guy. You know me. I love sports. I rap about sports, the analogies with the sports. You hear it in almost every song. I had a reference to an athlete. If you go through every song, I name dropped 1 or 2 athletes. Every song, I think you can find multiple in some songs, you know.
I want to say on almost every recent project, there's a song with the title of a.
We got tons of names. I told you, don't forget Dwayne Pade, you know, Bank Gore. We got tons of names, you know. I like the number 21, so I'm Him Duncan or I'm Bank Gore.
Oh yeah, one thing that I didn't ask you already. I normally ask this too. For the people who just tuned in, how do we find you?
Oh yeah, you can always find me on Instagram. I'm on the Twitter, or what's it called, X, at Kellen is Raw. That's Kellen is Raw. You can find me on every streaming platform. On YouTube, you can find me. It's YUNGKELLZ, Yung Kellz. The new project Him Duncan 2 dropped Friday. It's still going crazy. If you want to, we could go to that next one. If you wanted to play Ricky Williams for him, that's one of them ones. Shout out to my boy Icy Cinco, man, coming out of Los Angeles, California. I really liked everyone that I worked with on this project. I really listened to their music. That's one of the best things about it. So when it comes to the music and the people I'm working with now, I'm like very particular with what I'm doing now. Like I'm not greedy or something like that. I'm not selfish. I'm just picky. So I don't like, especially with beats and stuff like that, you know, like with the way the beats go, I'm very, very quick to say no to a beat on the first like 5 seconds.
Tight. So what would you say about some of your rollout? I've seen some fun stuff like the speech, the backdrop, the MVP. How did you come up with that? You know, like, was that all at the same time? When you were at the studio, you're like, you know what?
It's not an idea that I came up, I would say, when I was recording the music. But if you notice the MVP speech and the recreation photos, if you notice, those are the same. Well, I'm recreating the cover of Him Duncan 1. So if you go back and look at Him Duncan 1, I'm recreating Tim Duncan getting his MVP with David Stern and the owner of the Spurs.
But in the promo, you got the actual speech. It's one thing to see the picture, and it's one thing that, hey man, December 15th.
Hey, that I feel like that It was something I felt like that was very, very obtainable, very, very easy. And that's what I feel like we as individuals don't give each other enough credit to where we could do a lot of the things we put our mind to. And I've been wanting to do stuff like that. I feel like it helps with a lot of things, you know, and I feel like it's hilarious to watch, you know, it's funny. I feel like I'm good at doing stuff like that. I never really thought about doing skits or anything like that full time, but I've always been down to be a part of someone else's stuff, you know. I've always never just wanted to be the guy doing the skits, but people been telling me that stuff was funny. They love what they're seeing right now, so it feels like I gotta just keep it going and incorporate this with my music.
Yeah, it was a good idea to search it up on YouTube. Go ahead and type in Him Duncan 2 Yung Kellz. No O in the Young though, and a Z after.
There you go, double LZ.
All right, so here I know. Hey, Kellz is actually familiar with these airwaves. I've never actually interviewed him one-on-one like this, but I'm gonna have him do a couple things, and then we're gonna jump into this Ricky Williams track right after. Keep it live, 90.5 FM, KSJS.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff could be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff. Create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. This message is brought to you by the staff of 90.5 KSJS.
And Yung Kellz, man. Hey, but we about to premiere this track right here off of Him Duncan 2, the brand new album from Yung Kellz that just dropped a couple days ago. This track right here is titled Ricky Williams. Go ahead and bust out your Shazam, take a note. You know, keep it live. It's 90.5 FM.
So dumb, this shit tasteful.
Doing good.
High as hell ballin' like I'm Ricky Williams. Homie made a play for 10 P's on 10th and William. If I have a son, I'ma name that Lil William. What I'm gonna have first, a son or a million. Money tall as hell, taste stacked it to the ceiling. I like that last song I just recorded, got a good feeling. White girl took her to the beach, her skin started peeling. I got white girl, I took you to the beach, the seals started
I got a
flipping.
white girl, give her some of this, her nose started bleeding. I don't even know her name, she'll speak English. How you got a bag and you broke and not eating? 7-letter 3rd grade, you know I've been G's. You know I'm from Ice Gang, we wear the coldest pieces. And you know we take trips, middle hands and nieces. Of course, she my little white, this shit is not a secret. Twin sister just came in, it's a crazy sequence.
This shit is on the floor.
Well, I was supposed to, they was at Barney's, it's time to hit the store.
Ice Gang, yeah, I'm with Cinco, but I just poured a 4. Allen, Texas, yeah, I got a banger, ain't tryna hook no horn. Brody high as hell, just missed the exit, now they honking. Brody high as hell, just missed the exit, now they honking horn. Rockstar the K, got a drum like I hang with corn. All you saw on the playback was just hit the floor.
She's a crazy old. I just gave her the weed one time, she was fiending for more. I had to cut that much if I ain't use the store. Just cause you use EBT doesn't make you poor. I thought I'd let you know, Grammys on my neck when we get into no award show. Franco Chan, Cuba Link play with the gun, roll gun smoke. We gon' send the big in this to the Holy Ghost, long toe shots in the air like I made a toast.
Yep, I love this one.
I think this is one of the better songs.
This is damn near my favorite one on the album.
Touchdown in Boston, I'm a nigga do my dance like Jack. Real gunslinger in the field like my name is Pac. I'm out here making plays, I can't text you back.
Damn. Hey, that was the world premiere of Saturn off of Him Duncan 2. Oh yeah, I was just talking to Kellz behind the scene, off the record, about this fantasy football league that I got scraped in this week.
I don't even want to talk about fantasy football right now, man. At least you made the playoffs.
Hey man, and at least the Raiders beat the Chargers.
Hey,
at least the Raiders beat the Chargers.
It's been a bad year for us.
They put up like 60 points, bro. Good thing is that you rap about sports a lot, so that's kind of related. Let's see. Trying to log the songs we just played. I don't even think they're in here yet. Let's see. All NBA First Team was the first track we listened to from Yung Kellz, followed by Campfire. And then we just heard, right now we just listened to, what's the name of that track, bro?
Saturn right there, that one with my boy JT.
Yep.
We got a lot of dope features on this album too, man. Everyone who was on this album, I think, rapped very, very above average.
How'd you pick, you say you're choosy when it comes to the stuff that you're a part of. How'd you land on the features that were featured?
Oh, well, I got a good relationship with some of the people that I've done the features with. Shout out to my boy Icy Cinco, my boy JT. Both my guys, JT from Long Beach, Cinco from LA. My guys I linked with when I was out in LA doing my thing out there. Shout out to the homegirl Maya Bay. She based out of Oakland, California. She's really dope. We did a track together too on this album. We gonna try to do a video to that one too. She goes crazy right now. She's been doing a lot. She's been going just her whole rollout right now is going crazy. She's got a lot of stuff going on that's positive. I love her merch that's going out. She got one of those little hoodies with the with the hood that don't mess up your hair. You know what I'm saying? The little
it got satin in there.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. She got the satin hoodie. So shout out to Maya Bay with the bees. You know, I'm part of the. You know, I mess with the bees. Shout out to Maya. And then my shout out to the guy Y&J, man. This is the second track we did with Y&J. Big artist coming out of Flint, Beecher, Michigan. A lot of my style I got from a lot of those guys up there. So I feel like it's only right for me to do the music with them.
Speaking of doing music with people, you could rap a cappella for sure, but lyrics and beats go hand in hand. Let's talk about some of the production that went into Him Duncan 2 versus Him Duncan.
Well, there's a lot of similar production. A lot of the similar producers. I've been working with a lot of the same producers right now, but I'm locked in. I met a lot of these guys just by doing music, and they reached out to me through Instagram, man, social media. A lot of my guys, and I have great relationships with these guys. Shout out to KK. Shout out to Third Fin, shout out to Daysful, shout out to Ice Baby, shout out to YME on this flip. These guys are, I want to say, some of them are from Russia. They're all from Europe. They doing crazy stuff out there, and they work with all the artists that I be listening to and stuff. So it's just a blessing that I'm able to get beats from the same people that I'm listening to every day. So that's why I feel like my music is sounding so good right now, because the production is the same production that the other artists that everyone's listening to is getting.
All right, that's dope. And bro, you put out some pretty dope projects. I would just saying straight from the pandemic on forward. A good question that I normally ask, or that comes up sometimes, is how, and we're gonna bring it back now, but how the pandemic impacted your music career.
The pandemic, the one thing about the pandemic is it definitely slowed a lot of stuff down at first, because now that I'm looking at it, let's see what I dropped since the pandemic.
You had that release party, remember?
That one was a good one too. That was right before the pandemic. So that one was a good one right there with me and Dream Awake. But really what it's looking like right here is after the pandemic, during the pandemic, I went back home to Marina, and I was able to lock in with ACBO, and we did that Let Me Hear That. So that one was dope, super dope, and we was able to lock in, we was able to get in there, and I feel like that motivated him to start going harder and stuff too, and a lot of my homies back there at home, because they're like, man, Kellz came back and turned it up. We got to keep it going.
So you're kind of would you say, kind of a thought leader in hip-hop? And I want to say the 831. That's where that's
at? I definitely would. I don't like to brag or boast or nothing like that, but I definitely consider myself one of the better artists from the 831 for sure. And I can name a lot of dope artists and individuals that I work with from the 831, and I think that my relationships with them, they would say the same about me. They would say the work ethic's there, the music is there, the just being that type of person is there. I've always been genuine. If you know me, I've been the same person my whole life. I feel like I just now have long hair and more music.
That's what's up, man. So we've talked about some of the producers, where you came from, some of your beginnings. Now let's talk about some of the recent performances you had during the break. I think you were telling me that you have a video in the works. I don't want to be the one.
We got tons of stuff in the works right now. I got a bunch of videos that I got coming from the album. We got music dropping. We got music dropping next year, singles dropping. That's not from this album, just singles we're dropping too. We're trying to go crazy, but with the performances, I've been performing. I did a show with Little Pete. Shout out to SJ Major Moves. I know that's someone that you personally have been trying to get me to tap in with and get in touch with. So I appreciate you for just keeping their name in my ear. So when it was the right timing and everything, I was able to tap in with them and they got me right. We performed with Lil Pete in San Jose. That was a good show, great turnout. We're going to be going in Santa Cruz with Lil Kayla in February 2nd. So that one's going to be crazy too. Everyone in the 831, if you around, come out to my show in Santa Cruz. You know, Santa Cruz not that far from the 408 either, guys. So if you out here in the 408, Santa Cruz, we're going to be at Veterans Hall on February 2nd. But yeah, man, it's just really dope to be able to see the engagement with the people who don't know the music. Because that's really what it is right now. The people who know my stuff, they know what it is and they like it, they love it, they gonna click it, they gonna buy it, they gonna share it. I want the people who haven't heard it to have the same reaction.
Right. And big shout out to everybody that's putting on and kind of amplifying voices out here, you know, like SJ Major Moves. They have open mics up at the Tank Shop, at Nirvana Coffee. Let's see, EMLN is a pretty good.
Oh yeah, Emlyn Labs. They're the ones who did a lot of my rollout with me. So shout out to Blanco, shout out to BQ, shout out to everyone at Emlyn Exclusives, Emlyn Labs. They got some dope stuff too, man.
Logo Color and Art Martha Street Art Night and.
Oh yeah, Sofa District got a lot of dope individuals over there. You know, there's a lot of people in the community, like you like to say. I don't want to misquote you, but you like to say the Renaissance we're a part of right now.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of people doing hard work for. I mean, everybody ain't Drake right away, right? We got our own people in our own communities that's doing dope stuff right here, like. We can support local. We can put on. Like, let the whole country, let the world see what Yung Kellz got on Him Duncan too, right? Like,
that's what we trying to do, man. We're trying to go global with it, man.
Yeah. So what would you say has been the most fun? Let's take us through the highs and lows when you creating this project, putting it out, shooting videos, performing.
I can easily tell you the lows. The lows of this, of me always making music. I always tell myself this too, so it's never nothing that discourages me. But the lows are obviously is just really spending a lot of money and going what we call. I would never say that I'm broke, but you know I'll say like I've gone broke for this. I tell that to myself and to my friends a lot of time. I've been broke for this before. I'll go broke for this again.
Man, that's an interesting point because artists, right? Independent artists have this stigma of the starving artist.
Man,
like, it's a real thing.
Yeah, you ain't lying right there. Like for me, myself, like I go through those times where I'm prioritizing things that the average person wouldn't, but you know, it's for the greater good, in my opinion. And like I said, every time I tell myself too, like if I went broke, I always got it back. I ain't never fell off completely.
I believe that investing in yourself, I mean, I think that's kind of a little bit self-deprecating. When you go broke investing in yourself, you didn't really go broke. You just contributed to your inner wealth, right? Like, man, you believe in yourself, so you spent this money on yourself. But yeah, I think that's tight.
Yeah, that was one of my lows for sure. The highs of this album, obviously, when the album's finally out, you get like relief. You know, like me, I've heard this music so many times. You've probably heard a little bit of it just by being around me personally, but the singles have been out. You know, the promotion has been there since about, I think I promoted this album back in June. I think I started telling people about Him Duncan 2 in June, and it wasn't even close to done, but I'm just trying to I just throw it out there for everyone. But the high, definitely listening to the music while I'm recording it is definitely a high, because that's when I could tell from the jump, like, I'm very, very big on energy right when it's happening, when I'm making the music. That's why I'm quick to say no to a beat. Like, I can listen to a beat for 5 seconds and know if I'm going to rap to it or not.
I can digress. I've seen interviews when they're talking about beats. Have you ever made songs to beats that, and this is not really related to Him Duncan 2, shout out to Him Duncan 2, Yung Kellz in the building, but have you ever rapped on a track that you wasn't feeling like that, but it was workable, or somebody? I've
definitely done tracks that are workable. I've definitely done tracks with people just to do them, not off the fact of, like, and then also at the end of the day too, I don't like to judge music based off of how I like it. Because it's so hard for me, or it's not hard, it's so easy for someone to say it's not good because they don't like it. I don't like to discourage people, because that's one thing that I try to tell producers. Yo, beats aren't bad, I just don't like these ones you sent me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this song's not bad, I just don't think that I could vibe to it. We was just having this conversation the other day about the singer Blast. And, like, I'm not the biggest Blast fan at all. I don't listen to Blast, but I was telling him how I think what he does is great. He has good songs, and I know what he's doing. It's amazing.
Hey, that song you got with YG is tight, though.
I feel you, but that's not in my playlist.
Yeah, no.
I'm slapping Him Duncan too, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. But, yeah, different strokes for different folks. Let's see. We got to take a quick break right here. I'm going to just throw everything in at once, since that's just how it's going to go. And then we're going to jump into, hey, I can't waste no time.
Yeah, shout out Y&J, man.
Yeah, let's get it. Keep it locked right here on 90.5 FM. This is the exclusive interview with Yung Kellz, who just dropped Him Duncan 2 a couple of days ago. So I'm going to just call this the world premiere. But keep it locked right here on 90.5 FM, KSJS.
We definitely have people tuned in.
Good shit. I think we sound good, bro. Like,
everyone tell me we've been sounding good, but Yonex was the one who posted us.
90.5 KS.
And he was in the car. I like those ones are more official to me. Like when you actually in the car, because it's your boy Carr. Step into the time machine and enjoy classic cuts on Flashbacks with Dennis Terry. Enjoy this delight every Thursday from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. While Fridays are a double trouble feature with airings from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you're feeling sentimental and want to hear those bopping oldies, this is the show for you. So tune in to Flashbacks with Dennis Terry, Thursdays from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Friday night 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Only on 90.5 FM, KSJS, or online at ksjs.org.
Hey, that's dope. And you know what else? Dennis Terry called in this morning, bro. No lies. I might have gotten maybe 1 or 2 calls from him ever, but today was one of them days. And on top of his regular show, he's going to be in here on Christmas Day, bro.
Hey.
Christmas Day. I mean, really, what is it? Christmas Eve from like midnight all the way up until it's like an all day thing, bro. It's going through the Christmas songs that his studio.
You gonna be here on Christmas Day too, aren't you?
I would, but you know, this Dennis Terry show has been going on since I think right before the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
I just found out that, you know, the Stop, Drop, and Roll show will be on a Monday, which also places it on New Year's. But, I mean, I think Dennis Terry is dope, and I like what he does with the holiday special.
Oh no, if he has the own holiday special, you know, I'll sit out. I could be home 6 a.m. on Christmas if I don't got to be here.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I was kind of wondering what I was gonna do around Christmas, and then, bam, I got that call today. I heard about his show. I mean, he's been doing this thing, man. He's a real KSJS legend in here. But let's talk about something different. You know, Him Duncan 2 just dropped, but let's talk about some of the food that was consumed in the studio.
Oh man, when I'm in the studio, I'm big DoorDash for sure. We in North Hollywood though, so when I'm in North Hollywood, what's a good place to go to? I'm going to Fat Sal's for sure. Let me get a Fat Buffalo from Fat Sal's. I don't really like that blue cheese or ranch stuff, but Fat Buffalo from Fat Sal's, and they usually have that cream soda. I'm a big cream, so I when I'm out there, I like to get exotic pop.
Man. So you rock with the Tank Exotics.
Oh, exactly. You know, Yonex always got some good stuff too. You know, I just love cream soda. That's my favorite soda.
That's interesting. There's this place called A&W Root Beer that got some pretty good.
A&W cream soda is one of my classics. You know, that's a classic cream soda. I just spoke about that in one of my songs with All Around D.
Alright, so does pineapple belong on pizza? Hey, shout out to the people who show up to the Stop, Drop, and Roll show live.
Does
bro.
pineapple belong on pizza? No. You gotta stop putting pineapple on pizza, man. Pineapple, I don't even really like pineapple in general, but it definitely don't belong on a pizza.
Let's see. Alright, I disagree, but I feel that.
I'm not a pineapple pizza type of guy.
Got it. But let's see. What's the next place on your bucket list?
Like the visit?
Visit, live, anything.
Oh, living. I'm not going anywhere right now. I love where I'm living right now because it's the best place for me to run my businesses and do my music.
Right.
But my dream vacation is Christmas in Hawaii.
That's tight. Christmas in Hawaii. I wonder what the weather's like out there.
That's my dream vacation since I was a kid. I always wanted to have Christmas in Hawaii.
Alright, let's see. So we getting to know Yung Kellz in here right now. Let's see. So Christmas in Hawaii. Pineapples don't belong on pizza. Let's see. What superpower would you have if you could choose one?
A superpower if I could choose one? Man, if I could have a superpower, I don't know what my superpower would be, but I would have to just say be able to, let's say, teleport.
That's a good one.
I hate traffic.
That's a good one. I would probably say fly.
That's similar. It's
Flight.
not. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do.
Like, I like flying. I definitely can picture myself flying because I'm a fly person, you know. I'm a fly individual.
I knew you was gonna say individual.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Whoa. Wrong one. Let's see. What's your favorite show? What you be watching?
Right now, I'm big on Rick and Morty right now. Season 7, Rick and Morty's been hilarious. They come out every Sunday, so I gotta watch Rick and Morty today. I didn't watch it last night.
Damn.
And also they what else have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of basketball this year. I don't usually watch basketball this early in the year, but the in-season tournament really got me tapped in.
Man, they just handed LeBron another bro.
You think so?
I love LeBron, man. He is one of our culture's like in my opinion, dopest leaders. And
He's
leads by
definitely,
example.
I definitely think he's the best basketball player ever.
He's best ever. Okay, that's definitely debatable. I think he's one of the greats. You know, I rock with him. I think he's one of the best passers. Like, sometimes the argument that I hear and maybe agree with sometimes, I want to see LeBron taking the last shot, bro. He needs to have the ball, but he makes good decisions about the last shot. Distributes it, you know. Kobe and MJ, they might.
Kobe passed it to Ron
Even
Artest.
Steph.
Kobe passed it to Ron Artest. MJ passed it to Kerr and Paxson. But we ain't gonna speak on that.
Even Steph, it's like certain people, they want the ball.
Steph deferred to KD, but we ain't gonna speak on that though. You know, we know who took the last shots there in those finals. It wasn't Steph.
All right, we talking recent though, like before.
Recent, he just went 0 for 8.
Ooh,
Oh no, not too. That's too recent. Too soon.
damn, bro. Come on, man. Nah, but what you call it?
I just gotta get you back for what you said about the Chargers.
Yeah, it's cool. 63, bro? 63 points, bro. Franchise record. Dog, putting up basketball numbers on cats.
Man.
But let's see. All right, so favorite sports teams: football and basketball and baseball. What you got for us?
So if I'm doing my favorite sports team, it's definitely San Antonio Spurs is my favorite sports team over any sport, any team, anything. And then after that, it would be the Chargers for sure. Then after that, it gets a little tricky. I'm a big Wisconsin Badgers fan. Shout out to my family in Wisconsin. But it's still Spartan up, though. So San Jose State, Wisconsin Badgers. I'm a Red Sox fan, but we ain't what we used to be. I was praying for Ohtani, but that wasn't looking good regardless. But the Yankees, it's getting better and better too, so it's not looking good for the Red Sox. And then for soccer, I'm a big Chelsea fan. I like Chelsea if we're talking club soccer.
Hey man, shout out to the San Jose Earthquakes, bro.
Hey, shout out.
When whatever team CR7 is on and Neymar, if he's still in the game. Oh, Neymar is in the same league as the Earthquakes, right?
No, you think about Messi.
Oh. Hey man, hey, I do know the best soccer player in the city of San Jose is Yonex, son.
Oh, shout out to King. My King Yonex Jones coming up.
Man, but let's see, we getting ready to wrap it up now. I did forget to ask you if you wanted to shout out anything outside of the music or, shout outs to give.
Hey man, we got a lot of big stuff going, man. If you're messing with Yung Kellz, then like I said, follow me on social media. We at Kellen is Raw. We on Instagram, we on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. We on YouTube, Yung Kellz, YUNGKELLZ. Shout out to Greenman, shout out to Envision Media Group, man. We got a lot of big stuff coming in 2024, man.
Yeah, so I have to thank you for sliding through. I'm not sure what the schedule is looking like, but I'm going to play some back-to-back tracks off of Him Duncan 2. I want to say I'm going to try to get through 3 songs in a row. And you guys stay tuned in to the Stop, Drop, and Roll show. Now that I got the music, hey, we got options, Judo. What's up, Kellz, bro? Before you get up out of here, tell them, where can we find your stuff?
Man, like I said, man, Him Duncan 2 streaming now on all platforms. Go get that. Him Duncan 2, that's YUNG, Yung Kellz, KELLZ. Like I said, man, Him Duncan 2 is going crazy. We slap it. And I want y'all to go find your favorite song on Him Duncan 2. My favorite was Saturn. Maybe Campfire, but I want y'all to find y'all's favorite song. What's your favorite song, you said, Keith?
I like Campfire too. It sounds like Christmas. Maybe it's just the Christmas spirit,
Man.
but
Like I said, get ready for the video too. Video coming soon for Campfire.
30 Minutes Part 2 is tight.
That one, man, 30 Minutes Part 2 is dope.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but I want to let the people who might be in the car, on the phone, on the laptop, tuned in to go ahead and enjoy this. This is a world premiere right here. I'm going to start with I Can't Waste No Time, and then let it just play through. until then. But until next week, peace. What up, Yung Kellz, bro?
Yee.
90.5 KSJS.
Broadcasting from the top of Coyote Peak. KSJS San Jose.
Sounded pretty tight. You know what I'm saying?
I got a turn the streets up one time. I remember I was broke as a loaf in the lunch line. I got this sticks on me like this drum line. I don't drink you up one line.
You gonna give me a drop?
Hey man, you listening to the Stop, Drop, and Roll show with the Bohemian on 90.5 FM KSJS, you heard? Shout out!
Check it out. We're gonna call that a rap. You later, YouTube. Alright. I'm gonna let it play music.
I can't waste no time. I guess you wanna be like me, cause I be on your mind. She got an ugly attitude, but she's so fine. You the type to get the trade teams like Rondo. Try to steal some.
When I get the ball, I'm not passing, I'm a shooter.
Keyed on me, but I'm in Orlando like I'm Vucevic.
If this niggas ain't here, I don't even want.
You know Alex made that line?
But what the headline?
Did you put him as a songwriter?
Dead, right? He got shot over an argument. He was dead, right? Damn, they did him dead wrong.
I paid him for it. I paid him for it.
She got a red bone. She fully on a red bone. She only wants some hair stuff.
I could put him as a songwriter, I gotta edit it. Like, Eddie got recording credits on some of the songs. Mar has writing credits on some of the songs on Tay's last project.
Damn. I fell on my ass today. It was raining so hard. Hey. Damn, how did y'all niggas get in the building?
They texted me.
Y'all security needs some work, bruh. We wiggled.
How? Real question.
Hey, you just stand there long enough, someone open the door for you.
Y'all do look like regular. Y'all don't look like crazy people. Y'all look like kids that go to college, you know?
We're college kids, bro.
I just asked that because I don't think it's classic.
2017 on it. Just the last
No class.
Some old man pulled in and that was it.
Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say
So yeah, school is hell, huh? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But she the worst for me.
I was wondering why there's no traffic outside.
Well, I got one for you. I got one for y'all. Damn. But we you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out. Let me get a
Nah, Carter is there.
Oh yeah, y'all went live. Yeah, y'all shit live, bro.
I still can't believe what you mean to me.
Hey,
Well, the first one is live.
hey, this video coming soon too. We already finished this one.
For me.
All right.
If you run out of drugs, you can feed
When I
on
say
bitches.
big child, like Alicia Keys.
Hip hop me
Hip hop me. I don't know what that means, bro.
right here.
Oh, hip hoppers. The hip hoppers, the pop rockin' loppers.
Damn, I got this Christmas song for y'all. Oh, what was the name of that last track, Kev?
The last one we just played was called It's the Lean for Me.
Double tap down, I'm gonna send a piece overseas to a rap
Right.
I don't like that.
He's famous. He's famous. You really do that, guys.
Would you still be a savage? I'm still from the west side.
Has he met Armand?
Oh, you ain't met Armand before? Damn, hey, this is all going in the video. Shout out Strong Arm, bro.
This is a boy right here.
You did an interview with Lamar.
That's hard. Damn.
Yeah, right here he interviewed Kendrick Lamar. I got interviewed in the same spot Kendrick Lamar. So did you. That's hard, that's history right there. They performed where? When were they performing? SAP?
You know,
He was opening for Drake, I think.
this was before me, bro. Like, this
Dang,
like,
you old if that's before you?
that's before me for sure. Like,
Yeah, no, that's like Kendrick before Kendrick was Kendrick. That's like,
Yeah, no, I don't think
I
section.
think that's section 80.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, this making it, bro. I should tag these niggas. Yeah, that's right. Shout out TD. CD. Oh, damn.
This old-time radio program was originally aired
Yeah,
live.
air.
GBB Leafy sweater. I got it on.
I seen an old guy wearing a Tankover shirt this morning.
That's lit. You know he didn't buy it from you.
Not at all.
Hey, the mic is on. What's up? Say hello to all our friends.
We brought my boys in the building too. Shout out to my boy Carr, my boy Yung.
Tank stuff.
Tank kids.
Tank Box Truck Mafia.
It's the Tankover.
The Tankover. They done rated the interview.
Him Duncan 2 on all platforms now.
Man,
Do 100 in the club. It's a fundraiser.
Man, I can't wait. I need that Yon and Kari.
Dropping January 1st, Yon and Kari.
But we already got the Yon Christmas album out now.
Yeah, and I got this Adolescence track. I think we're gonna have to end it with the Christmas tracks though.
Yeah, get it in.
Let's see. Wait, man, I just lost my thought.
It's lit. It's a good
motivational
Yeah,
Get that money. Money Monday.
But yeah, check this out. Keep it live.
For Christmas.
You gotta fuck it. Everybody start it.
I want a house, I want a car, and it ain't hard. See me right on top of the tree, feeling like a star. It's Christmas time, I got some Christmas vibes. Outside it's snowing, sweater got me feeling right. I got this taco cold, and hang up on the go. I'm past some Christmas trees, but when we hit the road,
This is content.
so no, I'm not too old. Put a fire on my wish list, and no, I'm not too old. Never forget the present, and let's go peasant. So much more than I'm thankful for. I'm just glad that I'm living. Free the homies in prison, send them a car, say have a good Christmas. The sun's high for when I get home. Let them know that you miss them. Pull up the hood, get you some food. You know that's good. Put your source, put your own sales. Sam, I got a jug. Everything lovely, everyone hugging. Why is you bugging? Big old list and a whole lot of gifts, but it's really just one thing.
This is a great addition.